What up, y'all? It's GoofyRhexxi. Hope you guys are all doing well today. So in today's video, guys, for you early and for you mid-game players, I'm going to be going through how to maximize the most that you possibly can get out of the Shatterstar Event Campaign. We got 11 days left, and I kind of just want to give some knowledge here and some information that I think would be helpful for you. Whether or not you're able to do the easy version, the medium version, or even the hard version, that's not important, right? Obviously, the more you can do, the better. But the biggest thing is just to make sure that you're able to maximize and get the best out of this event that you possibly can. That's what I'm here to be able to help you with today. Also, as well, guys, I'm going to talk about the screen time event too, and sort of how to prep, and go into it, kind of mentality, and sort of kind of the way that I go about doing it, to make sure that I'm getting the most currency so I can get the best milestones or get the most out of these milestones that are going to be available, because they're good. They're pretty good, and I'm looking forward to being able to get them. But let's dive into it, guys. I actually have the Mojo event here pulled up. So I was able to do the hard version of this. And just in case you guys don't know too as well. So like I said, this is gonna work for you whether or not you're able to do hard, medium, or easy. And just because you can't do medium or hard right now doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to do it in the future, right? So I just want you to stay encouraged, where that is concerned. But whether you're able to do whichever one you're able to do, I'll talk to you about how to make sure that you're getting the most orb fragments, and then of course being able to open up those orbs so that you can get those characters. Now, I did not buy Shatterstar, so this is actually very important for me to be able to go through and show you guys about how I'm going to go about trying to get a 4-star Shatterstar here. Now, the event is a little bit shorter this time than usual. Usually the events are a little bit longer, so you have a little bit more time to be able to sort of maximize sort of getting, these shards here, but this is what it is. Also, if you don't have to do the easy version, because you might be able to do this, you don't have to do the easy version or the medium version before you do the hard version. If you have the opportunity to do the hard version, go ahead and do the hard version, because once you do that, you're going to unlock the medium and you're going to unlock the easy versions of it. Like whatever nodes you completed in the hard version, you'll also unlock those nodes in the medium and in the easy version too as well. So don't feel that you have to force yourself to do easy first, then do medium, then do hard. Because I used to do that back in the day. I just didn't know any better. So just figured out just to mention that over to you too as well. And also same rules apply if you do the medium version, and it also unlocks the easy version too as well. Listen, let's jump into it. So the way that I go about doing this, so I'm using my cores, right? I'm using my cores the same way that I go about using my cores for my regular campaign energy. You're able to use your 50 cores to get energy refreshes here. And also I want to talk about energy refreshes too, by the way. Don't let this max out. You don't want to let this max out, because when you let this max out, then you're usually able to get, at least one free campaign energy every 5 minutes or so, right? That's going to automatically sort of like accumulate as you go throughout the day. So you don't want this to max out. If you possibly can, try not to let this max out, because once it max out, you're not going to be getting that free energy anymore. Obviously, you're going to be getting your free energy, like the 80 ones that you get, the ones that you get at noon, that you get at the arena reset time, and of course when the store resets, you're gonna get that one still. But I'm talking about the other free energy. See, it was just 4, it just went up to 5, right? So don't let this max out, because if you let this max out, then you're not gonna be able to get the most. You're not gonna be able to get that free energy that you could get throughout that day. But listen, all right. So the way that I go about doing this, I start off right here. And I will farm this. I will farm this node to get my orb fragments. That's the biggest node I can farm to get the most orb fragments. So I'll farm that node, do my 5 attempts. Then I'll go down to the second biggest one, which is this one right here. Farm that, get my orb fragments. Go here, farm this, get my orb fragments. And then I'll stop there, and I'll go to the medium version, farm this, because that's the biggest one in the medium version. Get my orb fragments, farm this, get my orb fragments, farm this, get my orb fragments. Then I don't go to the easy one, because when I go back to my hard, I realize that here I'm actually going to get more orb fragments than if I did the biggest node in the easy version, which I would only get 50 orb fragments. Here I'm getting 70. So the goal for me at this point now is just to try to finish off all of these nodes, as many nodes as I can, farming as many nodes as I can throughout the day for the hard version of this, right? Like I said, I'm using my cores, my 50 core refreshes. I don't do 100 core refreshes. I don't recommend doing that. You have to do your regular campaign stuff, right? Farming your character shards, farming your for gear. So I don't recommend, you know, using the extra 100. If anything, use the extra 100 for your regular campaign energy. But right, you're probably going to be exhausting that. You're already using, you know, 200 cores here and then using 200 cores for your regular campaign energy. That's 400 cores a day. So you may want to not do that. And if you're also running low on cores too as well, maybe you only want to do 2 refreshes, right? You don't have to do all the refreshes that are available to you, all the 50 core refreshes. I just recommend doing at least some of them so that you can at least get some extra orb fragments, you know, for the Shatterstar event. Once you get your orbs, you go over to your store, right? And then you open up your orbs, right? Like simple as that, right? You open up your orbs here, you know, 1 or 2 on the sides that you're going to always get. And then in the middle, you can get anywhere from, I believe, 24 to then 18 to then 16. And that's it, right? Yeah, 16. So, and then so on and so forth, right? But that's the way that I would go about trying to get the most out of that you possibly can out of that particular event there, right? All right, so the next thing here is the Mojo's Winter Special. And specifically, we're going to be talking about the screen time. Did I just say scream? I probably did. Screen time. The screen time is Screen Champions Milestone here, which we're going to see in a little bit. So obviously, earn screen time. We'll talk about it. Earn screen time currency via spending campaign energy, excluding event campaign energy. So don't go spending those extra cores trying to, you know, the 100 cores trying to, you know, use your energy here for some Shatterstar or shards. You know, like I said, stick to the 50s. But don't try to go spend the hundreds at all for the Shatterstar event, because obviously those won't count. And then of course blitz wins, daily objectives for raid, arena, and then real-time arena too as well. So real-time arena for early and for, you know, mid-game players, early and mid-game players, that might be difficult. You know, that might be a difficult feat because obviously, of course, you're probably not going to be able to do. There's a lot of characters. Like for me, right? I have like Swarm. Swarm's not built up. I don't have Doc Ock yet. So whatever, bro. I'm not using Swarm. So it might be difficult for you to achieve some of these objectives. But listen, man, do the best that you can where real-time arena is concerned. Obviously, do your daily objectives for your raids. Do your arena objectives. And then blitz wins. Let's talk about blitz wins, right? So blitz wins are a little different. That's not where I wanted to go. So blitz wins in this particular juncture is for early and mid game. This is what I would definitely recommend you do. You know, so you're probably not able to get really high in blitz tiers anyways, like these tiers up here. You're probably, you know, if you're like, if I remember like myself, like I probably would tap out at like tier 6, right? Like that would probably be the highest tier that I could possibly go into. The best thing that I would definitely say, you know, for this particular event, hey, look guys, it's Longshot and Shatterstar. But listen, sorry, let's go back. My bad. So the best way that I would go about doing this is to try to stay in the lower tiers and try to make sure that you're getting wins, right? Blitz wins. So not necessarily trying to get blitz points. Obviously, you want to get as many blitz points as you possibly can, but you're probably going to be competing with a lot of players, you know, who are later game, you know, for points. So it's going to be probably difficult for you to get points. Maybe not so much in the cable blitz, but with screen time being tied to that, then most likely it might still end up being sort of similar where that is concerned. But you know, for long shot, definitely it's going to be tough. So I would recommend, listen, try to just get as many blitz wins, because it's really about getting the points, getting the currency so that you can open up those orbs that you can use through screen time to be able to get the milestones, the best milestones that you absolutely possibly can. So I would probably, you know, for me, I'm probably going to stay in like tier 4 and tier 6, just because I can guarantee that I'm going to be able to do, you know, get the most wins there. So the idea for me that I normally do is, okay, I'll go to like team number 20. I'll pick a team, you know, I'll battle there. You know, I'll use 8 teams to go from 4 to 6, and I'll reset back down to 4. I'll use two trash teams to reset back down to 4, and I'll use 8 teams again, go up to 6, then reset again, and then, you know, once again, might use some charges, you know, once I use all of those 20 teams to get some extra wins. So the idea, getting your wins, you know, getting your currency, being able to use that currency so that you can then open up those orbs so that you can then climb through those milestones is the best way that I would say to go about it. I mean, these milestones look really good, a lot of really good stuff. Obviously, blue gear raid orbs are important for early game players and potentially could be for early mid-game players. Campaign energy, shards, ABCs, I mean, orbs here too as well. Look at me, Zemo shards, some more Zemo shards. I could use those. You know, anti-venom. I got a 7 red star anti-venom, man. I don't know when I'm gonna ever see the 7 gold for him, but I got a 7 red star. I guess I'm moving in some sort of good direction. But obviously too as well, the biggest ones too are obviously having some shards here for, you know, the Pimtech team, which we're assuming is gonna be a team that you're gonna be using to unlock Jubilee. So obviously it's important for that reason. But listen, guys, hopefully this is helpful for you guys. I hope that you guys, you know, find some good valuable information out of this. Also, too, as well, want to make another quick mention as well for Amazon coins as well, guys. I'm going to leave my promo vid, you know, down below, which I've already included, you know, in a previous video that I did also as well. So anything that you guys do that you buy through the link that's going to be down below, my affiliate link, that supports the channel, that supports me. So obviously, if you guys could do that, I would really absolutely appreciate it. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. Hopefully this was helpful. You guys be blessed and you guys be safe. Actually, before I say be blessed and be safe, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Also as well, join my Discord so that you can ask your questions there too. But if you leave it in the comments, if that's a better preferred way, I'm happy to help. But y'all be blessed, be safe. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.